Are you?
I'm back on the stream, not back in the game yet.
Yes, yes, it's back. Might want to slap that one on notices if you haven't already. Oh, you just have, haven't you?
It
As
does
I've
it
said that.
automatically.
Does it? That's
It's a
clever.
bot,
Wow.
mate. Stream is good now. Stream is back now. Stream is happy now.
It never wasn't good. His PC just crashed. Poor bloke.
Well, maybe you guys should just all donate to the stream, pay for my new graphics card. That'd be great. If you want to see 1080p, 60 FPS, full ray tracing, everything, and have the stream not crash, you can
RTX
donate. You can
on, mate.
donate to the stream,
Oh,
everybody.
Talbom's spun!
Elmans.
Talbom's just spun from P3 and he's now on P9. That is an L. That is a large L. He was going to start on pole position because both Pufran and Sargent have grid penalties to serve. So if the race stays how it is now, Kelsey Best is going to be the man on pole. It's going to be a Kelsey Best and Stefan Kingma front row, with the two Ferraris looking out the second row of the grid. Wait, never mind. No, never mind. The grid penalties aren't that severe. I'm incorrect. Sargent says, but Pufran isn't. Where's Duck? Duck is P10, Mr. Skalski.
Where's Luke Martin?
P12. Where's my AI? P14.
Oh
Nearly
wow!
getting lapped.
I'm surprised Luke Martin's beating that.
Me too.
Anyway, we're back. Why does it say Kelsey Best is in a Red Bull?
Uh, what?
Okay.
Oh no, it did that when you first started streaming. It said that. It said that Ducat was in a blue car as well. What?
What lap are we on?
It's staying like that though. 12 out of 12.
All right. Okay. So Puthran is going to come across the line here in Brazil to win the sprint race for Mercedes. However, with
He
his
won't start on
three-place grid
pole.
penalty, will not start on pole.
Ian Sargent,
Sargent as
second
well,
place for the Red Bull team.
P2 for the Red Bull team, yeah, and
Because
he's
Kelsey
also
Best is
got a
going to
grid
start on
place.
pole.
Yeah, it's going to be Kelsey Best starting on pole. Kingma
Kingma's
actually starting
gonna-
alongside him. The championship
Yep.
could be decided here. I think we're going to have. Oh my god, we're going to have the top. Oh my god, I've just realised the top four in the
Oh my God,
championship
the
are all
top
going
four
to
could be
be
top
all
four.
together on the grid. Oh god.
You couldn't write it.
Oh, the game audio's gone now.
Oh, good.
No, it's not. It's stream. Audio output.
Yep, there is audio on the stream now. It is indeed fixed.
It's a bit loud though, is it?
No, it's not too bad in my opinion. And if
Okay.
anyone complains, they can just say in the chat. So.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's the sprint race. Yeah, finished. I don't even know anymore.
Make sure you get screenshots.
Oh crap.
Thank God there's a lobby restart, because that means that I'm not going to have an AI in the full race.
Will Swan P14 in tier 3 washed.
Yep, that is just factual. Finished a lap down. Not on, is it?
I deleted Luke Martin's screenshot because he did a print screen like a noob.
I mean, like how he always does.
Yeah, but it's just cringe, isn't it?
Yeah,
Realistically.
it's largely cringe. Evan Potts has took it to public to say at Luke Martin, suck my balls, honey. Potts did get points, to be fair.
Yeah. This is. I want to have a quick look at how the championship's going to be looking after this. So.
Before we'll obviously restart the lobby.
Yeah. In fact, let's move over to the intermission screen. Alrighty, so
So,
I'm doing a quick calculation. So Livingston is now on. Um,
Why don't you just enter them into the spreadsheet?
because that's effort. Livingston
I'll do
is
it.
now on.
Tell us the
Um,
position. I'll upload it.
okay, Livingston got 4 points or P5.
Yeah, right, just tell us positions. Yeah.
Um,
Then.
wait, should I do it? I'll do it in race order. Poothran got P1, so 8. Sergeant
Okay.
got P2.
Sergeant P2. Yep.
Best P3.
Best P3. Yep.
Kingma
Fourth was
P4.
Kingma. Yep.
Fifth Livingston. Gilson P6.
Yep.
Potts P7.
Um. Yep.
And Sharma P8.
Um. Yep. Okay. Right. Constructors is a massive gap now.
How much?
Um. 37 points in favour. We know. Is that correct? 37?
Well, my,
36. 36 points.
that was that's already
For
what it
Ferrari.
was. So it's just been the same.
But however, the championship now looks like Livingston 136, Kingma 134, and Poufran 130, and then Best is on 115.
So 134, and what was
136, 134, 130, 115. 6 points between the top three. And 32 points between the top five.
okay. So Best needs to realistically beat all of them this race to stay within contention.
Basically, he needs to win the
Because
race.
there is currently is it 26 points? No, 21, right? Yeah,
Um,
21 point. Oh no, 20. No, 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 no. This is so confusing. There's 26 points, I'm pretty sure, between Livingston and Best, which means that is a race win and a fastest lap.
let's restart the lobby.
It's not up to us, is it?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's you know who it is. Come
Fluke.
on.
Okay, and what? So Ferrari have to outscore McLaren by 8 points to win the constructors today. Oh no, 9 points.
Has Luke Martin made a new lobby? We'll find out.
Can you make a prediction?
Prediction?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
a prediction on this Twitch.
Can do, yeah. Why?
I want a prediction whether whether Ferrari will clinch the championship today.
Right, we've got a lobby restart, so I'll give them 10 minutes to vote on it. Plenty of time. There you go. Predictions. Predictions up. Everyone, go have fun. Knock yourselves out on the prediction. Someone's put 4,500 channel points on no, which is Margot. Marco, you've just said that your team aren't going to take the championship, and then proceeded to say "Grazie Ferrari."
He's just put fuck.
Good one. Yeah, you did the wrong one.
Oh, I didn't know you were
Yeah,
such a
yeah.
McLaren fan, Marco.
That's very nice of you. I would like refund it and stuff, but I just can't do that because I'd have to restart the whole prediction. Actually, no, wait. I was gonna say no one else has voted on anything, so I can just so I can delete it, but I can't. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna. If I delete it, do people get their channel points back?
No, I don't think so. Just
Okay, well I
cope.
won't delete it then. Mark, you're just gonna have to cope with that one. Unlucky. Oh, Monk says yes. Monk does this all the time, so I'll trust Monk's words. Um, viewers will know. Channel points will be returned. Yep, there you go. Right, right. There you go.
Right.
I'll restart now. Will Ferrari take the championship today? Yes or no? And you've got 5 minutes. Have fun. Go.
I'm gonna predict on it. Can I predict on it?
Yeah, you can. But I'll have to select the outcome.
Wait, it won't let me. Oh yeah, it will.
Yes, you did get it right this time, Marco. Good job. I should have renamed it a Will Ferrari not take the championship, and then he votes yes. Pretty balanced. A lot of people saying that they're not going to.
Pick spectator, mate.
I didn't realize that the lobby was this close to being restarted. Wow, good job, Luke Martin.
Bum 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 bum. It's also possible for it's mathematically possible for Livingston to take the championship today as well, but he'd have to win, and Puthrin and King would have to both not score points.
Yeah.
Well, and Best actually. Actually, no. If Livingston wins this race, I don't think Best is in contention anymore. No, he's not.
Let's do some mathematics. It would be on 1-6-1, and if best finished, well, actually, wait, no, the gaps.
Yeah, even if Best finished P2, he wouldn't be in contention, no?
How?
Because Best's on 115, Livingston's on
Actually, yeah,
136.
wait, yeah,
So
yeah.
if Livingston wins this race, it's out of the
Best
question of
isn't.
Best winning the championship.
So then it's just between Puthra and Kingman and Livingston.
Yeah, but they're going to be on the back foot if they score no points. Wait, no, if Livingston wins this race and Poohran doesn't score points, then Poohran's out of it as well.
Well, yeah, no shit. There's one race left.
Yeah, but Kingma wouldn't be, would he?
Yes. If Livingston's ahead already,
Oh
if he
yeah, he
gets
would. It's only if there's
25
1
points
point
today,
in it.
yeah. I'm gonna trust that Luke's done the thingy.
I'm going to go sleep. I'm going to go back down here. Oh, someone just put 6,000 on Ferrari.
I mean, someone put 6,000 on. There was already 4,500 on it.
Well, they made it 6,000 then. Because they have no brain.
Luke says he needs to call to sort it.
Why?
Sort of the grid, that is, but Connor isn't answering. Right, to mute the stream, we're going to sort out the grid.
Ugh. Alright, stream, we are back. We made it. We made Luke Martin
Ah,
use his brain for once. And
it was strange.
it
I've
was
never seen
strange.
it before.
It was strange. Sharma the goat as well. I'm gonna change his name to not Fluke Martin. Because that's so
Oh,
funny.
that'll,
Isn't that
that'll
hilarious?
get him.
I won't tell him.
Knee slapper. Haha.
God. That is so funny. I actually find that so funny. Not Fluke Martin.
Oh, that would be good.
Oh, God. I spent
That
a
would,
night thinking about that one.
that would really get him. Oh, that would get him good. Oh,
Is it gonna be rain?
be funny.
It would be pretty funny if there was rain now.
I can imagine the cry in his eyes.
Wait.
Oh, oh.
Is it? Oh, it's
Oh, it's
sunny.
sunny. It's sunny as out. That's T-putters and mechanics nice. Good.
Is the prediction closed now? Yeah.
It should be. It is, yeah. So Cassie has 4K on Ferrari not taking the championship, but Marco has 4.5K on Ferrari taking the championship. Those two are the highest bidders on either side of the prediction.
Hmm.
Ben Cassie is a betrayal merchant.
He's doing the strat. You both get stonks because if one of you's right, then one of you gets a big point haul, then you can just do it again in the future.
That's definitely what he's doing. He's just pulled. He's just pulled that off.
You just pulled out the
Please tell me
tech
you see this.
W's.
That's bad.
We actually need to not write out Mercedes from beating us as well because they're only 4 points behind. And with Pufran looking
Ran
pretty
shut up
quick
in the
here.
lobby. You're definitely the reason it's not starting, mate.
I mean, they're all sat on the grid, mate. They're not in the loading screens. Mercedes, that's a better joke than not Fluke Martin.
To be fair, with how consistent and solid Pufran's being, it definitely can't write them out. To be fair,
No. No.
especially when the gap's only 4 points. Anyways,
Here we go for 5 red lights here in Sao Paulo for the second time today. And they are out and we are away. Kelsey Best once again starting from pole, but it doesn't look like he's got a great start. Once again, as Kingma's going to be pulling alongside, but there goes Livingston!
on the mediums.
Livingston down the inside of both of them. Looking for the outside line through turn 2. Now he does take the lead. Going as we exit now into turn 3. Kelsey Best falling down from pole.
Pufran and Sargent.
Oh, it's huge
my God, Luke
contact.
Martin's gone round. Luke Martin, Mewis and Sargent have all went round within the first 3 corners of the race.
Huge contact there. And Sargent falls down from what I think was P5 all the way down to P12 now. Or is it P6? P6.
I'll get the position change up. Ethan Sargent's lost 6 positions from P6.
But the man that started 4th here today opens a first by turn 3. A great start from the championship leader, looking to, try and hold some kind of defend off some kind of embarrassment from his championship fight.
You have to take into account the fact that he is on the mediums.
Yeah, but so is Puthran.
Is he?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. Oh my God.
And
They've really went some
it was just
strategies.
an absolutely electric start from Livingston there off the line.
That's funny because I'm used to dusting him off of the line back in tier 3. Ha! He'll never beat me, fool. Sorry, I have to have a dig at Livingston every race.
But as we
I
were
he hasn't
discussing before the race started, if Livingston wins this race, it puts 2 of the competitors out of the title fight. Well, actually,
Very
no, it puts
true.
all of them out of the title fight, doesn't it?
But
Unless
yeah.
I know it
But
doesn't.
no,
No.
that's if they don't score points. So, you know.
Well, it puts Best out of the title fight anyway, as it stands. So, you nearly saying his strategy worked though. The medium hards can be considered to be the slowest strategy around here, being on the hards when you're on the lower fuel, compared to when you're on the mediums.
Depends what sort of gap you can make now in
Yeah.
this first stint of the race. And also, it does depend on safety car timing. He could get lucky and be bailed out a bit by a safety car. But I think he's broken out the DRS of Kingma already before DRS has been enabled, so that's
Oh,
crucial for him.
side by side for Puthran and Kingman now as they come through the final few corners. And Puthran is up into P3. Ice Cream actually getting the move done on Kingma as well. Kingma's championship charge here in Brazil is not going too well as it stands. Down to 5th place now for the Alpine driver.
Everyone cares that the Newcastle match is kicked off, right?
No one cares. Shut up. And Sargent's had the fastest lap down in P12. He's showing some good pace all weekend here. Just been caught up in that lap 1 incident. Oh, Puthran getting a big snap out of turn 4 into 5. It's not going to help him charge after Kelsey Best. Although the medium compound tyres will. But these medium runners looking fairly fast compared to the hards so far. Ice Cream and Puthran both moving past Kingma that last lap and now charging after Kelsey Best. And they're already within DRS range once again of the McLaren driver. And obviously Livingston already up a second in the lead. Or 2 seconds in the lead.
It's going to be vital for the race of Puthran that Ice Cream doesn't battle him before he gets past Best, because being stuck behind a hard runner for longer is just like well, the opposite of what he needs right now.
And Potts actually moving up past Kingma. Actually side by side here. Evan Potts getting the move done on the same compound tyres.
DRS though, I think. Kingma does have the DRS. Is he going to try and make the move back on him? Into turn 1, he looks up the inside, he's went for it. He's committed to that move. Can he make it stick though? Potts can have the inside for the next corner. I think Potts is just going to keep that position. And Sharma getting
Sharman and the McLaren trying to find their way around the outside now through turn 3. Is he going to get the move done? I think he is. He's got the DRS distance and slipstream.
He had to slow down and not make contact with the back of the Williams ahead, and that's cost him a position to Kingma.
I think Potts boxed him in pretty well there, but Kingma struggling out there by the looks of things on the hard compound tyres.
He's been dropping and dropping.
Yeah.
Not what he's going to want.
He started second in this race, already falling down to 6th place now.
What I wonder actually is, because we had a lobby restart, maybe some people forgot to set up. Because I know someone who did that in Mexico tier 2.
Well, the Alpine team principal, Rolf van Loon's in the chat, and he doesn't seem to be seem to know anything. He said he wants a rave tonight, which is, if you don't know, something that Kingma is known for here at Amethyst Racing, is having a rave once he scores a podium, or just has a good race result.
I mean, unless Van Loon, can you confirm anything maybe? Has Kingma maybe got damage? Has he forgot to set up, or is he just struggling out there at the minute? What I am noticing though, Puthran still hasn't got past Best, and Best has lost 2/10 in 2 laps to Livingston.
Yeah.
Livingston
has good pace out there at the moment in that fresh air and on the fairly well working mediums.
I'm not sure though, but 2/10 in 2 laps, a 10th per lap to Best. That's not great, in my opinion, when he's on mediums.
Do you expect better?
Well, I'm just saying, I think that the tyre difference should be a bit more than a 10th per lap, no?
Yeah, true. But the weather conditions are saying they're going to be clear throughout, so we are going to have a very dry and sunny race here in Sao Paulo, which I'm sure the drivers will be happy to see, or at least a majority of them will be.
No one likes a rainy race, really.
I do. They're fun. Especially when it goes dry to wet or wet to dry. That's when it's exciting. But Puthran is looking around the outside here at turn 15 of Kelsey Best. With the DRS assistance, will get ahead before turn 1 and goes defensive, interestingly.
Oh, there's yellow flags for a spun Alpine. Jens Mewis not having a good race out there today. Bad look at the start of the race, I think it was, and now he's spun under his own steam.
It's not going great for him, but let's see what kind of pace Puthran has. Now he's up in the clean air. Can he close up at all to the Ferrari? And can Best stick within the DRS and maybe get dragged along here?
I think more importantly, can Puthran disappear out of reach from Kelsey Best?
Yeah.
Because the strategy is just huge at the minute. All of these guys fighting for the championship.
But if you have a quick look over to the left-hand side of your screen chat, you can see the positions gained and lost. Livingston up 3, Puthran up 1, Best down 2, Ice Cream up 9 positions. Yeah.
Wow.
He's,
I did not even realise
gone a bit under the radar. I didn't realise that either.
Crazy.
And yeah, a couple further down the back, Sargent down 6 positions. Not having the great start, but so far so good for the championship leaders. But yeah, Ice Cream kind of he's gone on the radar. I didn't even notice he'd gone up 9 positions. So a very
Best
very good well done
DRS as
from him.
open. He was 8 tenths behind Pufran.
Further back though, I think we have a bit of a battle brewing. There's a 4-car train currently leading away from the back of the Williams of Evan Potts, and at the further back actually, I think that's Gilson. I know it's not. It's Talbom actually closing up to the back of this train as well. So there could be a bit of a scrap coming along here, all on the hard compound tyres. In fact, Best is
Ooh,
actually doing very well to be.
King might just got incredibly close to the back of
Yeah.
Potts.
So I say Best is doing incredibly well to be over what 4 or 5 seconds clear of the next hard runner at this stage in the race. Could be
Yeah,
a pretty big advantage for him.
the dragging along from the Mercedes at the minute is probably helping a little bit. Whether he can stay within that DRS, who knows?
Yeah.
But he is also going to have Ice Cream closing down on the mediums, of course, within the DRS now. How long are those mediums last round, yeah? Are you aware?
I think you can push them between somewhere around 13
Oh,
to 16.
Newcastle have scored!
Okay, no one cares.
Sorry.
13 to 16 laps, I think the mediums last around here. You can usually go to around about 16 on the mediums and then do 20 laps on the hards, or vice versa. But yeah, we'll see. I'm sure people will be trying to do undercuts, overcuts, all sorts.
Why don't you try and wrap people up for telemetry? Why don't we check everyone's
Or
telemetry?
should I?
Yeah, always fun.
Let's have a look. So, Livingston, the race leader, yes. Poothman, no. Yes, I mean, Best, yes. Ice Cream, yes. Fox, yes. Kingma, yes. Sharma, yes. Gilson, yes. Tarbon, yes. Duckett, yes. Martin, no. What? Oh, JK
What?
does. Sergeant, yes. And Lewis, yes. What was that yellow flag? I missed that.
I also missed it because I was busy looking at the stream so I could see everyone's hairs.
That
Anything
gap
else?
does seem to be getting smaller though between the Ferrari and the Mercedes up in the lead. So Poothman maybe has a bit better pace than Livingston at this point. But also Poothman is pulling away from the hard compound runner of Kelsey Best just behind. I do believe he's fallen out of DRS range now.
I couldn't play because my timings are glitched. Boothran stuck at 2.7 behind
Sargent
Livingston.
spun at the centre S's apparently. And
Ah.
yes, Kelsey Best is out of DRS. The rear wing is not open on the McLaren. Although the car behind Ice Cream does have the DRS assistance to help him down into turn 1. And I'm sure we'll have it down into turn 4 as well. I don't think there's going to be a move coming on there anytime soon, just because of the gap.
It is still 9 at the minute, so yeah,
Yeah.
probably quite unlikely.
Further back though, this train, is this train catching up? I think Potts is actually dragging these people along towards Ice Cream by the looks of things. He looks a lot closer this time around than he did a few laps ago. I could be wrong there though.
It's getting spicy, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a 5-car train as we head on to lap 10, I believe. The rear car of Talbom catching up to Gilson now as well. Can't get my words out today. It's really not a good thing when you're commentating.
Boothran nearly in the DRS of Livingston. 1.2 the gap.
Yeah, it's getting close between those two. And another thing is Ice Cream right on the rear now of Kelsey Best. He's a lot closer this lap around. But I think Best just gets a really good exit out of that final, Junção, sorry, turn 12. He uses that curb well on the outside to get the traction that he needs. And it looks like Ice Cream's going to struggle to get past here once again. Even down into turn 4. But I'd imagine the mediums are going to start to die off soon. I think lap 10 is usually around the point where the hards will start to come back into play. I'll have to have a look. Let's see the tyre.
Albon's making the move on Sharma. Into turn 4, he's going to try and hang it up the inside.
Ooh. And he looks like he's made that stick.
Good.
That was a
Very
great
good
move.
Livingston, he's spun!
No! Livingston, our championship leader, has lost his car.
Now
Coming
he's gonna
through
be
turn
in that
7.
fast train of DRS.
Oh my god, this guy. This
All the way
guy.
down to P9. Now he's spun again.
Marco's
His
crying.
tyres
Right
are in the mud.
now. Marco is in pieces.
Oh, Tombstone, what you doing? What's he like?
Yikes.
He's having to take every corner.
Spin or
cautiously now.
contact? I imagine it was a spin. I think he's a bit too
Oh,
far in the
it's
lead.
like they were a second apart, I think, still.
Well,
Unless
that
we
is
were
disaster
totally
for Ferrari and
apparently
our
they were
championship
really
leader. Oh, they were close. Oh. Please be contact. Get better. Please run a penalty.
No
Ferrari team
bias.
principal does not know if there was contact.
Good. Very
His
good.
game is really bugged though. Yeah, that sounds like a Livingston
Yeah.
excuse.
It sounds like a good excuse. Yeah, you made that in Williams season 5, mate. Heard it all the time.
Guess he put "let's go" because he's predicted McLaren. Oh god. Anyway.
Unbelievable. I still think, oh my god, ice cream. As soon as I switched to ice cream, it nearly spun. But the gap between ice cream and pots has went from 3.2 to 2.1.
Yeah, I was gonna say it seems to be getting closer between this train and then the train ahead. But Tarbomb seems to have good pace at the moment. He's already all over the rear of the Ferrari of Gilson. Just with this DRS train, it's going to be hard to get the overspeed on him and try and make a move.
Not much going on at the minute. It's just that DRS train. They're all just really calm. Actually, wait, the gap between pots and ice cream went from 3.2 to 2.1. Now it's at 3.5. So I would
Oh
personally
wow.
just say, ignore me. I think my game's bugged.
Harris is pointing out that David Duckett is on for a point.
Oh my god, he is. Wow, this is big news. Will he bottle it?
Oh god.
Does he actually have? He doesn't have a point this
He doesn't
season.
have a single point.
He's one of 2 drivers to not have a point this season.
What happened to Sargent? Sargent got involved in lap 1 contact, and I believe he
And
had
then-
a spin a few laps
Yeah.
later on.
Same
At turn
happened.
1.
Same happened with Mewis.
Who's the other? I don't know. Who's the other driver?
What? Without a point?
Yeah.
Um,
Jeff?
no, it's Magnussen.
Ah, okay.
I'm pretty sure Magnussen just DNF'd week in, week out. I swear there was always contact involving him.
Didn't he won a race last season?
Yeah,
In
he
Japan
did.
or something.
Yeah, he
Oh,
won Japan.
here comes Talbot looking around the outside now of Joshua Gilson in the Ferrari. Don't think he's found the space around the outside there. He's going to have to tuck back in. Maybe try his luck back into turn 4.
Forget one race. He won 2 races. Mate, he won Baku and
Oh yeah,
Japan.
Baku and Japan, yeah.
Yeah, you know that one that I got qualified for because Sam Pot. Anyways,
Some power.
yeah.
I don't even know who you're on about.
Yeah, well, Alex Harris does. Alex Harris, I know you know what I'm on about. Enjoy that one. Feast on it.
But I'd say more ice cream's getting dragged along by Best at the moment. I think the hard compound tyres are surely going to be getting up to pace now with the mediums.
Starting to become the faster compound.
Yeah. As we head on now, we'll be starting lap 14 very shortly as Putran coming around the final few corners now. But yeah, we might see in this train that's forming now from P4 down to P9.
7 at the minute. If
Hey.
you.
That's it, yeah. Sharma's fallen off. But
Yeah.
we might see some people trying to perform in undercuts, or maybe not the hard compound tyres actually. But Livingston could definitely try something. I think he needs to. What's Zach's pit window? Yeah.
Give him a reply of usually 15 to 18. Depending on undercut or overcut. Depends what you want to do. I mean, you could be really ballsy on an undercut and go in lap 14, but I'm not sure if that's optimal.
No, I don't think the undercut's too powerful around here either. I think if you have a stellar outlap, then you have a chance. But other than that, it's a bit hard to make the tyres work around here, especially the hard compound tyres.
Yeah.
But Best really, I'd say really holding on well with those hard compound tyres.
As long as he can keep that gap, I'd say within 3.5 seconds before Puthran goes in to switch to the hard tyres, I think he's done a solid job there.
Yeah. Cassie's saying hard soft it can work, I believe. I highly doubt it.
Yeah, if you want to push it hard to like 18%, mate.
Or not even that, I think the temperatures on the soft.
Newcastle scored!
I think the soft compound tyres are gonna just absolutely hit boiling point.
I love Joe Linton.
Where did you finish, Cassie? So did Hawkins. Yeah, he probably had some kind of tyre advantage. Let's be real.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Cool. The cheater did it. Medal. That's the train's been deformed. Evan Potts has broken off the train
Has it?
according to my timing sheets, but I wouldn't trust them. But it
Even
does.
I couldn't do it
Yeah,
with my tyre. There's a pretty big duel going on further at the back actually, with Ducker, Martin, and Sargent all fighting it out for the last point.
Which is funny. Sorry.
Can you imagine if Luke Martin steals the only point Duck's going to actually score this season?
Imagine he makes contact and just kills both of them.
Well, here comes Melwin Talbom actually, looking for the outside line as we head down into turn 1. And Gilson's actually going to look to make the move on Kingma as well. They might go 3 wide here into turn 1. Gilson looking down the inside, but Kingma late on the brakes, defends that off nicely. That could compromise his exit now. Livingston into the pits. And Talbom getting a great exit out of turn 3. DRS now active for the Williams driver as they're flying down into turn 4 now. It's going to be Melwin Talbom on the inside and Joshua Gilson on the outside. Side by side for the Ferrari and the Williams, back onto the curb for Gilson. I think Talbom's going to make this move work down the inside, and I think he has. As we head into turn 6 and turn 7, it's Melwin Talbom now up into P6.
Yeah, heading into turn 1. Talk about anticlimactic. That was the pinnacle. Thought we were going to see some saucy 3-wide action and then all just filtered back into position.
I went 3 wide there in the season 3 race here with Rasmussen Peel, I think it was. Oh my god, there's nothing more scary than going 3 wide through centre S's here. I can see why they backed out of that. Sargent just gained 2 positions. I got past... I know. You didn't... Oh, David Ducker's spun round!
Oh, shut up. He hasn't, has it? Oh, Duck. Come on.
Oh, this guy. An ice cream now into the pits from P3 in this race. Which releases Best out, maybe just to focus on his pace, with Potts looking pretty quick behind him as well. It might be time for him to do that.
Potts has like no battery.
He's still trying to pull away from that train.
Most likely, but tell you who does have lots of battery. Kelsey Best has about 70%.
Jesus.
I think
he's probably waiting to get on those medians before using all of that.
Yeah. Pufran's steering wheel currently reading 27%. Kingma's reading about the same as Pufran. Talbom, let's see, about 30%. Gilson, 17%. Sharma, 26%. And then everyone below that pretty much all on around the same. So everyone's pushing. But they're trying I think they're all trying to keep it above 20% so no one can tell that they're pushing. Pufran in the pits.
Pufran into the pits now on lap 17. Which, to be fair, is probably quite a long stint on the medium compound tyres. So maybe not too worried about the tyre wear on those. He did have good pace all throughout that stint, but I do think he lost a couple tenths there on his final few laps before coming in. So
yeah, he was dropping time at best.
Let's see where he's going to come out. Surely he's going to be ahead of Sargent here.
Let's make sure
he's not. He could be behind his teammate. He's going to be behind his teammate maybe, of Luke Martin. Oh, I think he's just about to stay ahead. I wouldn't imagine if Luke Martin would battle that too hard, to be honest. However, he is behind Sargent, who could be trying to...
Sargent, those tyres are freezing.
Yeah, but Sargent also has to think that his teammate Ice Cream, I know he's a couple seconds behind here, but he was in that fight for the podium, and Pufran's on the same strategy as him. I wonder if he'll be seeing any team orders here.
I'm not sure. It is a 5.5 second gap, so I think maybe just a little bit too ambitious, that one.
I don't know.
If he does, it'll be crazy team game, but...
This is a Verstappen fan that Perez defended off for 15 seconds or whatever it was to Hamilton.
Yes, mate, because Amethyst Racing Tier 3 is real life.
Excuse me. There's only one man here that can make a defence like Checo Perez, because he likes to hype himself up for it. This is Luke Martin.
Yeah, he definitely didn't defend good once and then.
Do you know what he did? He used that race. He used all the stress that he's got from the new system at work, and he put it all into defending.
Wait, there's a new system at his work?
Yeah, I don't know if you knew. I don't know if you heard about it.
Honestly, I wish someone said something about that, because I never knew. As Jens Mewis gets past David Duckart on the pit straight. Looked like a pretty clean, easy move with the DRS wide open. But Livingston, I don't even know if he's catching that much to Duckart.
I'm wondering whether we're going to see an early pit stop from Best here, just to try and
Duckart-
minimise the amount of...
Mate, Duckart just went around the outside of turn 4. That was a move.
I just want to point out, actually, I think Best is going to come out behind Luke Martin here.
Shut up.
Which could be very bad news if he comes into the pits. Is he going to come in now? No, he's staying out another lap, but... Ooh, it could be...
I wouldn't blame him if he extends just to get extra fresh mediums by, like, to try and push past Huthran.
Let's see, he needs to make sure he doesn't come out behind Luke Martin, otherwise that could be a big problem for him.
Yeah. I don't think he will, though, because he's starting to deploy a bit of battery, so I'm led to believe it could be an in-lap, yeah.
Yeah.
Might be pushed on this in-lap.
Sorry, Taubom got past Kingma that lap, actually. Up into P3 for him, or... Well, not net P3. But Kingma, he seems to be struggling around here, you've got to say.
Oh! Huthran making a bit of contact with the back of Sargent. He tries to go around the outside of turn 4. Sargent's going to stay up the inside, and he keeps the position.
This is what I said. I did say this.
You did. The gap is still... It's gotten bigger, Connor.
Well, this is only the first bit of defender we've seen, though.
Really good defensive.
We got to keep in mind as well, Puthran does have Martin between him and Ice Cream. So there could be, as much as Sargent might try and defend Puthran here, Martin could do the same to Ice Cream. This is some spicy stuff. Oh, and Sargent spun round! Sargent spun at turn 11.
Well, there goes his defensive plans.
That does...
pit lane. Best has stayed out, though.
Best, staying out another lap.
Possibly the first man on the hards to
Is
box.
Best actually going to try and do the... Oh, please don't tell me he's going to try and do the hard soft. Please. Please.
Talbom's just got past Kingma again.
If he doesn't come in next lap, I'm going into the McLaren VC on stream and telling him not to do it. For the love of God.
Yeah, Sargent and Duck are coming in for the mediums as well. Where's Potts going to come? Potts has come out ahead of Livingston.
Yeah,
and it wasn't
that
even
massive spin.
Yeah, I know, but like it's not even close. Like 3 seconds. Livingston taking an L.
But Cassie says it's possible. I've got to listen, Connor. You mean Cassie, the Ferrari engineer?
No, you don't understand. The Ferrari engineer, you're joking.
Is he? I don't know if he is anymore. I don't know.
Mate, he moved to Aston Martin like 3 races ago, and not only that.
I don't know.
Okay, he's went to the pits. Thank God.
Hey!
Spam terminated all of his contracts at once.
Oh yeah. And he is in for the medium tyres.
Thank God.
Where is he going to come out here, though? Puthran now coming across the start-finish line. He's still going to be behind Puthran, but is it going to be a margin that he'll be able to catch him in on these fresher and faster tyres? You can see Puthran there navigating his way through turn 2 as Best comes out the pit lane. Is he going to be ahead of Luke Martin? I think he is. Ever so slightly. You take it very tentatively, though, through the pit. Oh, pit exit. Luke Martin might be alongside him here, going into turn 4. Luke Martin look up to the outside line. Oh,
Best.
God.
Luke Martin's ran
Luke
it wide.
Martin's gone wide.
They're side by side. Please don't, Luke.
Oh, I don't like this. Luke went off track and gained an advantage there. That could be a penalty.
Yeah, everyone penalise him. Good chat, FIA. Oh, he is going to defend like a right little weapon as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
He's so cool and big and clever and hard.
Race ban. Let's see, how long can he defend the challenging Kelsey Best, though? And these two were in a call just before this race, and Luke kindly showed him the rage clip that he made last time out, with Best to DNFing him at the line of the final corner.
Oh, Best's going to fly past, is he?
I don't know about that. Luke Martin's going to absolutely dive on him into turn 1.
Bollock.
Oh, and now he's got a better
He got
exit.
a 3-time penalty. He's cutting corners to defend.
Classic Luke Martin move. He's looking for the outside line now in turn 4, breaking on the grass, which is interesting. That's probably the first time he's touched grass in all his life.
That is a
And
very interesting tactic. Wonder if that's part of the new system.
it's looking like Kelsey Best might get away here. Through sector 2. Cassie saying, oh no, I'm getting PTSD. I bet he's kicking off there was no space. I think he wasn't even alongside him and he didn't leave him space. Yeah, it does seem like a Luke Martin thing to cry about.
He's gonna cry his eyes out probably.
Anyway, Mewis, actually, I want to point out, for the last few laps has been sticking within 3/10 of Zach Livingston. So Mewis could maybe even take more points away.
As you said, that he's just had a
Okay.
snap
Oh, great.
and lost plenty of time.
Well, what I was going to point out is that Mewis could take more points away from Kingma, his teammates, championship rival, which would be crucial. But at the moment, with fastest lap from Evan Potts, and now the other Williams driver, Talbot.
Yeah, but let's think about it this way: the fastest man on track, by the seams of things, how things have gone, has been Best, and he had to make a move last lap, so he hasn't actually had a full clean lap yet. So
Yeah.
be interesting to see what he can pull off.
And Mewis into
That
the
lap
pits now for the medium compound tyres. I'd say these guys going in for the mediums are really late. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know why Luke Martin did it. It's because he thinks he's cool with his defender. But I don't know why Mewis is. Maybe he thought he was going to try and hold up Livingston a bit more.
who knows?
But I think he lost the position to Duck at.
Duckett back up into P12, but he's actually 10 seconds behind Luke Martin now.
It has caught up so much. What was the gap? 4.5 seconds? 4.8 even.
Something
Now
like
3.5. He's caught up by like over a second since he got past Fluke Sharton. Oh, Man United have scored. No one likes that, apart from Jeff Pavich. Knob.
So, as it stands, I'm trying to work this out. I think, oh my god, if Best wins this race, being on the better strategy by the looks of things, as it stands, he would be level on points with Livingston if Livingston finishes P8.
Oh my god.
Kingma, if he finishes P7, will be on level points. Oh my god! If Best wins this race, Livingston finishes P8 and Kingma finishes P7, they will all be on 140 points.
Yes, but Puthran's going to be on how much? Because he's gonna be on like 148.
Puthran will be on 148, so there'll be 8 points separating the top 4 in the championship.
Very good. That's a saucy one.
That is a saucy Abu Dhabi right there. And Harris in chat, he knows how much we see Mercedes bottle on tracks that have close walls. So he'd just need P2 in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
basically.
would have that 8-point lead.
Oh, you need P2 in...
Yeah, no, you need it in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, Harris is right. If he finishes his race in P2, then he would only need P2 to win the championship in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Best, he's still gaining by.
Oh, we got our rare appearance of Sam Palmer saying, "Duck getting points today. Trust the process."
You're a bit late on that one, mate. You should have seen how good he was getting on earlier.
Yeah, he was.
But hi, Sam Palmer.
Can you keep an eye on the gap between Best and Puthran because it's a bit buggy for me.
It's been going down.
Oh,
ever since you got past
Kingma making a move past Ice Cream. Ice Cream got a bit out of shape coming through turn 7.
And they're not on level points anymore.
Aww.
Wow.
So Kingma would be 142. And Livingston and Best. If Best wins this race, we are counting on the fact that Best will win the race. Which is, at the moment...
It does look likely at the minute.
Yeah, but you got to think the mediums will die off faster than hards. We saw that in the early stages of the race.
Yes, but you do also have to take into account...
Where's Martin? He's not racing. He's P11, mate.
What?
Yeah, I know. You're not used to looking that far down the board to find his name after last season. But yeah, that is where he is now.
It's just crazy how he was even in contention to win a championship.
Yeah.
Mate, the gap between Kelsey Best and Pufran in the last lap went from 2.7 to 1.2.
Wow.
That is some serious pace advantage if my timing boards are not incorrect.
Yeah. Harris is pointing out the fact that Gilson's probably going to go to the hard soft.
Ah, yeah, true.
At the moment, Sam
Still,
Palmer, the championship is being led by Livingston in the Ferrari, by 2 points towards to Kingma, and 6 points to Puthran. And Best is 26 points behind that. However, he is in probably one of the best positions in this race as it stands strategically. So,
and just so Sam Palmer knows, David Ducker has just dropped into last position after a clean overtake from Jens Mewes.
yeah. Gilson into the pits now, so it is probably going to be the hard compound tyres. Soft compound tyres for Gilson. And it is. Will he come out? He's going to be behind Sharma here. He might even.
See yellow flags. Duck that spun. Good one, Sam Palmer.
Actually, Gilson could have a chance at beating his teammate here, which I'm not sure how Ferrari will feel about. Duck is a dosser, yeah.
Don't need to tell us.
Anyway, back up at the top, you can see the McLaren of Kelsey Best rounding turn 10, and in the front of him is Mercedes. What?
Just what Ben Cassie said in his school. Luke Martin has to take it. Yeah, he puts himself at a disadvantage just to make it better for everyone.
Yeah.
Such a kind soul.
Yeah, Duck's not scored a point all season. And this is probably... Is this our second ever longest season? 14 races? I'm pretty sure it is. It might even be joint first. And, yeah, Duck's not scored a point. He's been in podium places before, where he could actually have won the race, or even got a podium.
Yep. Monaco comes to mind.
Yeah, Monaco. But, wow. Longest season we had before this is 12. Glad you know.
Yeah. It's almost like this guy was in the league or something.
Yeah, almost. Either way, though, Kelsey Best is rapidly catching up to the back of the Mercedes of Puthran.
Dropped off a bit, you know.
Is that because he's trying to save some battery, though, or what's the deal with this?
He's still on 50%. But so is Puthran at the same time.
So this could get very, very spicy, yeah. I don't know what you're talking about, I'm a random.
Yeah, who's this Way 1X guy?
Yeah, no, who does he think he is?
Can we time this guy out, please? No, I'm not a fan of the way he just came in here and started harassing drivers, calling them dossers, so... Best Nelly in the DRS. 1.09 the gap. Well, as expected, the Ferrari does take the fastest lap on the soft compound.
But at the moment, Ferrari not doing enough to win the constructors here today.
How much do they need to gain?
They need to outscore McLaren by 8 points.
And they're currently getting 8 points, whilst we're getting...
They're getting 9 points.
Oh, they're getting 9... Oh yeah, because you got past that. They're getting 9 points whilst we're getting 22.
Yeah, at the moment. And actually, Sharma is all over the back of Livingston. Further back.
Am I still using grip packs? Yes.
Duck fastest sector 3, go on lads.
Best is in the DRS. The rear wing is open.
Let's
So
see
the first...
what he can do here then. Oh!
What?
Hang on. I want to just see one more braking zone to confirm this.
What's that?
I have a feeling that Kelsey Best is conserving fuel. He wasn't into turn 4, but it looked like he was into turn 1.
His steering wheel says that he's on +0.3.
Yeah, so he could be pretty tight on fuel here.
He is very tight on fuel.
If that's true though, because sometimes it isn't. And what's Puthran looking like?
Half a lap extra.
Oh, this could be close then. So Best with a tyre advantage possibly even the ERS advantage. He's nearly on 80% battery now.
Yeah, definitely on the
But
ERS advantage.
Puthan, with the fact that he can push right to the end of this race with no worries about fuel, it could be fairly close here.
Oh, Ben Cassie calls us a goat. How sweet. Thanks, Ben.
And another thing I want to point out actually is the Williams drivers. They're having a very, very good race at the moment.
Yeah, it's almost like one of them was in tier 2. It's almost like the other one should be in tier 2. That's crazy.
You're so wrong there, that's the thing. They're just top of tier 3, get a grip, mate. And
What low fuel mode have we got? It's always on hard. Should be anyways.
yeah, I think it is on hard. I think they're all on hard. Yeah, so this could be very interesting for Best. And how he's going to make this work to the end of the race. And if he's going to make this work to the end of the race. But Sharma currently in a Ferrari sandwich further back.
If his steering wheel's correct, he is gaining fuel. So I think maybe he's trying to conserve the fuel now and then make the later.
Well, he's stuck behind and then got the DRS. It would make sense. He's doing a little bit of lifting there into Junkao as well.
He is a clever man. He's a wise man. And he's got experience. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's been here since season 1. I remember racing him
through goats
back in the day.
Wasn't he back in the Mercedes back then?
He's been to Mercedes, he's been to AlphaTauri, and now he's at McLaren. And each time, he's always been a lovely fella.
Great guy. I mean, charity stream really showed.
If Duck gets a point, I'll drop 5 subs for Alpha. Right, come on, Duck. Everyone move out the way. Lewis, Martin, Sargent, all piss off.
Get Luke Martin on the phone and tell him to just take Sargent out.
Safety car, safety car.
No, we don't need a safety car, thanks.
No, we don't actually.
Actually, no, yeah, we do. Fuel, hello.
Oh yeah, fuel.
To be
Massey,
fair,
are you there?
No, 3 laps left in the race. I don't think there's going to be a safety car brought out. Isn't the game's like basic procedures to not have a safety car after like 4 laps left of the race or something?
Duckett, it's faster than you. Duckett, it's faster than you.
Why is there only 13 today? Because Fluke Martin smells so bad, nobody wanted to race with him.
Yeah, that's true. I actually remember I heard loads of people say that to me as well.
Kelsey Best using the RS.
Kelsey Best is using the RS, and he's pulling alongside, and he's ahead going into turn 1 and takes the lead of the race. Once again, he's not led this race. He's not led a lap of this race yet, despite starting on pole, but he is going to lead a lap here on lap 34.
He's using that ERS to pull away. He has so much ERS to play with now. And he just needs to pull away, and then maybe he can even go back to conserving a bit more fuel if he has to.
He needs to make the tyres work through sector 2 here to try and break maybe DRS.
This is where he has the big advantage here on Puthran. Let's see what he can do. I don't know, that seemed a little bit conservative into there though. Do you think he's trying to conserve through second sector and then he's trying to push at the DRS zones maybe?
I don't know. But he needs to break a DRS for Puthran if he's got fuel to save. That could be critical for his race. As you can see in the background there, the other Mercedes of Luke Martin only just navigated through turn 4.
He is he's staying level on fuel whilst pulling away on the straights and then conserving through sector 2. So yeah, and he's using the RS now, so maybe that is what he's doing. I think he's using up all of his battery on the DRS straights, and that way it's allowing him to save even more fuel through the middle sector.
What is his camera angle?
Oh. He's the smart man.
What is his ERS on?
Both ERS. He is on 50.
So he's on double the amount that Puthran's on. Into turn 4.
And there's a second between them. According to my time. Okay, no, my definitely wrong. F1 game is great.
Although Best did pull out a good few tenths at the end of last lap. He's gone a little bit wide though through turn 7, which could compromise his chances going through sector 2 here, as Livingston moves up to P6.
Why is Luke Martin in the pits? Why has he just come out of the pits again?
I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't Luke Martin, it's Mewis. Why is Mewis in the pits? Is he trying to... He's put softs on. He's trying to take away that point from Ferrari.
Oh, interesting.
What? I don't even think Alpine are in with
No, they're not in the fight. That's very interesting. Wonder why he's done that.
He just doesn't like Ferrari.
He was in the points. Was he in the points? No, he wasn't. He was P12,
No,
wasn't he?
he was P12, now he's P13. Is Poufran going to get closer?
I'd say that other than the final corner, this is his last chance. He's using all his battery. He's got the DRS open.
So is Kelsey Best.
I don't think he's going to be close enough going into turn 4. So you might only have one more shot here as we come out the final corner to get a good run towards the line.
Very positive on fuel, so he can push this lap. I would imagine he's going to do that as best as he can. What about Poufran? Poufran's still got half a lap extra, so
there is a massive fight going on at the moment for P6 as well. We want to swap to that, but let's see the race leaders come across the line first to make sure we get the man that wins this race. As Ice Cream gets back past Livingston.
Contact with Livingston. And
Oh.
Sharma gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Livingston's down to P9, but his teammate lets
Yeah.
him back through. Oh, does he? Because Livingston's gone wide and he's taking back the position. But further up at the front, Kelsey Best is rounding the final few corners now with Poufran behind him. Poufran does not have a chance at getting back in the lead of this race, and Kelsey Best crosses the line to win here in Sao Paulo. Poufran takes another podium. That's 2 in a row for Poufran. Talbot and Potts in the Williams. Talbot rounds off the final step of the podium. Potts P4. Kingma, the guy in P2, I think will overtake Livingston with this result. He's got to, because he's only 3 points behind currently going into this race. And
Ice Cream.
Ice Cream takes P6 away from Sharma. Sharma falls down to P8. Will Gilson get him too? No, he doesn't. Gilson only managing P9 on the hard soft strategy, and Sargent round out of top 10. Luke Martin P11, and David Duckett looking like he's going to be P12, and Mewis P13. But let's do some quick calculations here. So Best is on 140 points. Livingston will be on 142 points, I believe. Yeah, 142 points. Kingma will be on 144. Poufran is going to be on 148. Oh wow, okay. This is close. This is very close, guys. So, Poufran now leads the championship with 148 points, followed by Kingma, 4 points behind on 144. Livingston behind him by 2 points on 142, and then 2 points behind him is Kelsey Best on 140. Speak about a close championship going into the final round.
Incredible.
So there's 8 points separating the top 4 in the championship at this point, and McLaren are still in with a chance at the Constructors. I'm not too sure what that gap is at the moment. It was 36 going into this race, and McLaren scored...
Why don't you tell us the results and all?
Pardon? Okay,
Tell us the results.
I just did.
So Sharma got P8, didn't he? In the end, just so we know how many points McLaren get. And then Ferrari, Livingston got P9, Gilson got P8. Wait, no, Livingston got P8 and... Wait, no, how did... Livingston got P7, Gilson got P9, yes?
Yeah, and fastest lap.
And fastest lap. I thought Mewis was going to... Oh, wait, no. Okay. I'll add a fastest lap on for Gilson. Okay, so Ferrari are on 2.52 and McLaren are on 2.36.
So there's 2.52, did you say?
16 points between them.
16
and
points.
I can choose the outcome. Will Ferrari take the championship today? No, they did not. Ben Cassie gets
Show
points.
me the money!
It does mean you get channel points, yes, Ben. Easy 7k.
I got 5.2k from that. Let's go. Kelsey Best, I absolutely love you. Well done, mate.
Beautiful. What a guy. What a goat.
Oh my god, I can't believe how close that is.
Yeah, I had to, I ran off so that I could run into the
I don't think we've... I want to say the last time we've had a championship this close would be Season 2, Tier 2. I think there was 4 drivers in it, once again. And amongst all of them... Oh my god, that was loud. Thank you, Kingma, for the raid. I'm not sure there'll be any raving tonight, although still within the championship fight, and it's ever so spicy. Oh my god. yeah, amongst the drivers in that championship fight in season 2 was our founder, Will Lightning. But obviously, a certain someone who we don't mention anymore, taking that championship.
Wait, who won it? Which season are you talking about? Yeah. Oh, 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 oh.
Alrighty, let's go. No, not Hammerdeer. I love Hammerdeer. Why would I not say his name? Anyway, we're gonna go to live on air so we can do these interviews.
Two.
Soon. Okay, well, let's bring this over here. Alrighty, can you say something quick?
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, sweet. Oh, wow. Let's hope that some people will join. I am astonished from this Tier 3 championship. I thought that Livingston had this one easy. When we got to midway through the season and he was leading by like whatever, I can't even remember. There was a big points margin between Best and Livingston at one point, and Best was going to miss a few races. But it's just incredibly close now. I guess since he's here and people are not, we'll get Pufan up here, who is our new championship leader. Not by many points, but he is the new championship leader. Hello, mate. How are we doing?
Hello, hello. I'm doing good.
Well, as it stands after that race, you are now leading the championship by 4 points from my
Get him out.
quick calculations that I made. And I don't know if you know this by now. I'm sure you do, but there's 8 points separating the top 4 drivers going into Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really close finale. Whoever spins are probably gonna break their desk or something, but it's
Well,
gonna
I want to quickly ask you something because this could change a lot. Is there anyone in your eyes in the top 4? So that is Livingston, King, and Best. Is there anyone in your eyes that you think might get a penalty that race?
no, not really. No, it was a rather clean race. There was like one spin in the first part of the race, but other than that, I don't think anyone's gonna get it. From what I saw, at least, the overtakes
Yeah.
that were done on
I mean,
me and everything, everything was clean.
From what we saw commentating, it was a very clean race. There wasn't any contact, just a lot of nice moves, and that's the thing. I just don't want to hype all this up and then it be come down to a penalty that puts someone out of contention.
No.
But anyway, let's get on with your race because you did the medium hard strat, right? Which I think at the start of the race, I think it worked well for you. I think you had really good pace on the mediums at the start. I just think the hard mediums around here towards the end with the low fuel and Best looking pretty comfortable out there on the hards anyway at the start of the race. He just had such good pace. But no, either way from you, like you had where did you start? You started P.
I started P4.
P4.
I know I started P3 because
P3.
Yeah. Well, I did plan on starting on hards. I just messed up the thing on the strategy. I don't know what happened. I think I misselected or something. But yeah, it helped me in the start anyway because I thought it would be a safety car or something. So maybe I had a chance, but it helped me get past the other cars and into the lead in the beginning part of the race. But yeah, I did expect Best to be swiftly past me once I saw his pace on the mediums. Like there was nothing I could do. Even in terms of battery, like I was struggling to save some battery and go up to 50%, and Bro was chilling at like 96%. So I was like, okay, this is done. But yeah, I tried my best. I couldn't do anything more. But yeah, that's it for me.
Well, it was a very exciting race, and obviously missing out by 4 thousandths in qualifying. I'm sure you were not too happy about that. I know you said you had a better lap in you.
So much. That hurts so much. Like literally, this was the one chance of getting another pole in the season, and yeah, I blew it.
And I'm not too sure actually. What we haven't calculated is I'm pretty sure that McLaren and Mercedes could be fairly close in the constructors now.
I'll calculate it.
Because they got the 8 points in the sprint as well, and then obviously the 18 points in the race. and you were only 4 points behind us going into the weekend as a whole. So you could
Oh.
also be in the constructors fight here as well, Luke. So you
Yeah.
need to pull your out. You need
Ferrari
to
up
pull your finger
there.
out, mate.
I had a
Uh,
really good freeze corners.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you did really well
constructors
this week.
the constructors is as follows: Ferrari 252, McLaren
Did you
236,
give the fastest lap point to Gilson?
and yes, and
He didn't get
Mercedes.
it. He didn't get it.
Oh, you didn't get it. Who got it?
Mewis got it
Alpine.
on the last lap.
Oh,
Yeah,
so there's
I
no point.
literally said that, Connor.
Well, I didn't notice until. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right then. Ferrari 251, McLaren 236, and Mercedes 222.
Push pineapple, shake the tree.
So they are in it by like 10 points or something. So Luke, you basically need to get a 1-2 in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
But no, Puthran, a really good race from you, and it's definitely a drive worth putting you up into the top of the standings.
Thanks.
And good luck to you in Abu Dhabi,
Thank
because I feel like it's going to be
I'm definitely gonna need it.
there's going to be very
That's
balls
fine.
to the wall in Abu Dhabi because there's 8
Yeah.
points separating 4
I don't think
drivers
it-
in 4 different
Be
teams.
very close. The turn one was scary even today. I can't imagine what it will be like in Abu Dhabi.
Well, I wish you all the best, mate. And well, Luke, do you want to, as a team principal, let's drop you a tier 3 driver. Do you want to mention anything about Puthran?
Mate, he keeps telling me not to try and play G games for him, and I ignore him.
Yeah,
He doesn't want me having a bad race.
exactly. Like it's been happening since Circuit of the Americas. Even then, I was like, don't hold anyone up. He's like,
Why?
"No,
What
no,
happened in
no."
the Circuit of Americas?
Nothing. Just a defense.
I created a great train.
It was good defense. Maybe lost me time as well, but who knows? It's just hearsay.
Well, congrats
I
for
need
today,
to show you
mate.
my
And
start after, Connor. I need to show you my start after.
okay,
Yeah.
but really, really well done, Puthran, and yeah, hope to see you in Abu Dhabi. Hope you see you
Thanks, man.
doing your best. It's gonna be very exciting.
See you then.
Cheers, mate. And let's get the man, the myth, the legend, Kelsey Best. Let's get him up here because what a drive! What a drive to put you
Great
back in contention.
Good.
For the championship. You've really put yourself back up on the board. 8 points separating you and P1 with 2 other drivers in between that. So you could say on the back foot, but after today, I think anything's possible to happen in this championship. Do you want to walk through your race? Obviously, we'll start in quali. Grab in pole in the last few seconds. Was it a hard lap? Was it your best lap? You think you could have done better than that?
I think I still had a bit more in that lap, but it was definitely obviously the best lap I was able to put together. And for me, I really enjoy the long runs here. Quali can feel a little clunky when the car's on low fuel, just my personal opinion. But yeah, overall it was a good session, and I was able to get that. But on a sprint weekend, qualifying matters a bit, but not a ton.
Yeah, and I mean, starting on pole for the sprint race, falling down to P3, but I think that was just, well, it looked like you got a bit swamped at the start mainly, as Pufran getting you, I think it's turn 1, from what I remember, but still finishing P3 behind 2 people that already had penalties, which put you back on pole for the race. And the hard compound tyres, I mean, you might have thought like, these medium runners are absolutely outpacing me at the moment, but you still had really good pace all the way to the end of your stint on the hard compound tyres. I think you actually gained a bit of time on Puthran in those final stages of the stint, of his stint, sorry. And then coming out behind Luke Martin, who didn't make it easy for you, let's say, when you came out the pits, but you managed to get past him in just over a lap, and from there just charged with your great battery saving, and we did notice that you were a bit tight on fuel from what we saw. Is that right?
Yeah. There was towards the end there. Well, actually, if I go back, so yeah, in the sprint race, I was just a little bit slow, especially at the start of the stints. I think with the setup I have, it's just not quite as quick for this first couple laps. But it's better when the tires are worn. And it was. I was just struggling to kind of keep up with the other guys, so I figured I just won. After the past several weeks of races, I wanted to try to stay clean. That was the main thing. I just wanted to survive to get to the race and survive lap 1 in the race. That was the goal. was able to do that. Yeah, turn one of lap one in the race was still a little bit hairy, but we made it through. And yeah, the hard, obviously with no safety car, I think is the best strategy. Yeah, I didn't quite fuel enough, so I did a fair bit of fuel saving on the hard, and then once I had gotten caught up, I didn't push too hard on the medium because I know I needed to save the medium for the end, to where the overlap would be. And then I also had to do some fuel saving, so I just kind of cruised back and then just kind of let Puthran tow me for a while, and waited to get the battery all charged up so I could, try to make a clean overtake and save on the fuel. So it all worked out in the end, and yeah, the strategy paid off.
Yeah, and I mean, I think you timed it perfectly with how when you caught up to the back of the Puthran, because by the time you were there, you were kind of already getting acquainted with the ERS and stuff as well. Like you had, I think, 80% ERS when you eventually caught up to the back of him, which obviously then greatly helped you get past him and then stay ahead towards the end of the race. So really well managed from you, and a really great win. And as team principal, let's fucking go, because we take any wins we can get. This is what happens when you don't get taken out at turn one.
You guys got to put Kingma's points in the spreadsheet so we can see the.
So the gap at the moment. Do you know the points that everyone's on?
Well, Kingma's points aren't in for the race. In
Oh,
the
they're not?
spreadsheet. No,
Swan?
just the sprint.
Yeah, my
So I
bad.
wanted to see
Where
where
did he
we're
finish in
at.
the race? Was it P5?
In the race, you got P5, yeah. Wait, so how many is he on now?
1, 4,
Yeah, so
4.
he's second.
144.
Yeah, so I'm fourth.
Yeah, so
Puthran's
you're
first.
fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 points separating the top four going into
Yeah,
the last
but
round. It's gonna
that'll-
be
that'll be
tough.
spicy.
It's gonna be tough. Being 8 points is quite a big gap, unfortunately, going into one race. But I believe in you. I believe we can do it. And also 15 points on the constructors. Unfortunately, I don't think, by the sounds of it, Vasslev will be. He might make it to the last round, but he's having some wheel issues. So it's gonna be a tall order, but we can maybe do it. I think it's 15 points, right?
Yeah,
Swan?
we might have to it's 6. Actually, yeah, it's 15 now, but we might have to slap Sharman back in the car.
Yeah. But no,
Drive.
great stuff. Best this weekend. Or this, well, I say weekend, it's Wednesday, but it feels, it's a race. Anyway, but yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to commentate that race because I won't be here. But I will be watching, and I'll be cheering you on in chat.
Thanks.
All right, mate. Thank you for hopping up here, and I'll speak to you probably in a minute if you're back in the VC.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Alrighty. Let's get Kingma up here, the man who's P2 once again, but behind a different driver this time around. Kingma, hello.
I don't want to drive anymore. It's too much.
It's getting a bit close, isn't it? 4 points behind Puthran now, going into the final round. I mean, let's talk about your weekend, because I'd say you were, considering how fast you are, I'd say you're a little bit off the pace here in Brazil. I mean, I wouldn't say as much in the sprint and quali, because quali was so close. I think you ended up like 2/10 off pole. But in the race, you had I think you struggled off the start mainly. But did you did the medium, hard medium, right?
Hard medium, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can elaborate further on it.
Because I
We were
remember.
already slow in practice sessions and everything. I just couldn't get my braking down, so I even had to turn on anti-lock braking.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is quite sad.
Well, ABS is really, really good around Brazil, just because there's so many braking zones where you also turn in.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, you stuck up with Best on the first few laps. You and Best were the only hard runners up in the top 5, I think. But then Best started to break away, and I think you kind of fell back behind. I think it was Ice Cream and Potts, was it?
No, it was only Potts, I think. Or maybe Ice Cream was on a different strategy.
Yeah, he was on the mediums.
Alright. My hard pace wasn't that great, to be honest. And we were just lacking the pace overall to stick with it. Made one mistake, which got me behind Potts. And then we got really good back on the mediums.
Yeah.
And then we found out that I somewhat took too little fuel with me, maybe. I got 0.5 more, but the last 10 laps I had to get fully onto fuel rating. Because I at some point I was 0.2 under the suggested fuel, and we only had 10 laps to go. So yeah, on the medium I just couldn't show my pace. And
Yeah.
we had to think about points.
Well, I'm hoping to see at least one more rave this season. So
If it is gonna be a rave, it's gonna be a really, really big one.
well, I'm hoping to see at least one more this season, and with Abu Dhabi being so as close as it is,
I think whoever is gonna win is gonna win a championship. And that's the crazy thing about it.
yeah, and I think to be honest with you, all four of you absolutely deserve it. I mean, Livingston obviously having a great start to the season, had a bit of a rough patch in the middle, and since then has been kind of trying to recover it. You just absolutely came out of nowhere mid-season. Like, I mean, I remember Austria was an absolute eye-opener for everyone in Tier 3, kind of being like, wow, this guy actually has some great pace. And
I think for me, this season has been very consistent, except for me missing some races. So it always put me behind a couple of points. And we always got like P4, P5. And then from Austria on, we were just on pace. And then we missed France and Spa because of my computer being weird.
yeah,
So
I think
that was really
a few people have, because I mean, obviously Livingston didn't miss any races, but he's had a few tough races. Best missed a few races. I think Pufran had quite a bit of unluck at the early stages of the season. I know he won the opener, but he had a few bad races. So you've all kind of been on the bad side of things and then the good side of things at different times, and it's all come down to this now. So you know, it's all to play for in Abu Dhabi, mate. And yeah, good luck for you. And I hope it's just an exciting race overall.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I think the four of us will do an excellent job providing you with an excellent race.
I don't doubt it, mate. I don't doubt it. But I will be watching the race next week. So yeah, I'll hope to see some. Well, I don't know, because my own driver's in it, so I want to see a rave, but I also don't want to see a rave. But
yeah, let's just go raving. Sounds good to me.
Why don't you just rave regardless of the result?
Yeah.
No.
Let's just have a rave. Celebrate the season with a rave.
yeah,
Maybe on a Friday. We're only gonna rave if we win. That's what I'm gonna tell you. All right.
okay, mate. Well, thank you for helping up here, and it's been great commentating the races this season for you. And I'll see you. Well, I don't know when I'll next see you. I'll probably see you next season now. I'll speak to you next season in an interview condition anyway.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All good.
Cheers,
Alright.
pal.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
See ya. Alrighty. Well, if there's no one else who wants to come up, I've already had Best and Kingma, so I think we'll wrap up the stream here. Not too sure who's going to be commentating next week. It might just be you on your own, Will, if you
Can't
be up
stream
for that.
it.
Why not?
Do I look like I've got a stream deck?
You don't need a stream deck because you don't have the overlay. You'll be fine.
Mm.
But if not, we'll find someone else. I won't be here. I'm going to be on holiday, living my best life, and yeah, I think it's going to be. I'm kind of upset that I'm not going to be commentating it now because it's going to be a hell of a race. But yeah, it's been good commentating with you this season, Will. And it's been a lot better than doing it on my own, like I did in
I
season
would
5.
hope so.
And anyway, we're going to wrap up the stream here. We'll be back on Friday, 7 p.m. BST now, for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, where Wesley Caspers and Fox Johnson will be battling it out to see who can become champion. I think there's 8 points in that championship as well, right?
There it is.
So it's also a close championship across the top 2, and also the constructors as well. So tune in for that. It's going to be absolutely hectic, just like a Tier 3 finale will be this time next week. And the Tier 2, well, the driver's already been wrapped up there, but the constructors still to play for on Sunday at 5 p.m. BST. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in a bit.
Newcastle has scored.